found one and brought it in. So it's his honor, or my honor, to introduce him so that he can introduce our speakers tonight and probably tell you an interesting story as well. Rick?
Interesting stories. Coming back from CES, I got on the airplane, and who do I sit next to? Angela and Mark. So they're telling me what they're out in Vegas for. I'm telling them, of course, what I'm out there for, and you know, who cares, we're on our way home. Yeah, right, so.
Wasn't she shocked?
Yeah, what I was out there for, yeah. Yeah. So anyhow, you know, everything she's trying to explain to me on what they do, I'm trying to say, how can it help us? How can it help us? And then all of a sudden she comes up with this data recovery on a laptop. I said, well, now you're talking our language. Laptop. I mean, before it's these big companies and blah, 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 this and that. Yeah, okay. And anyhow, I got my balls rolling, and Angela got hers rolling, and Mark just was fading off. He wanted to sleep. And he probably thought we were both pain in the asses by that time. But anyhow, we did put together something and on data recovery, and that's what they do. They're out in Fox Lake, Antioch, I'm sorry, and they trucked it all the way down here tonight for us. Last week we were up at Lake County, had a nice presentation up there, so without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Angela and Mark.
Thank you. Hi, good evening, everyone. Thanks for inviting us. What a crowd. We have a handout for you, and unfortunately we didn't expect this big of a crowd, so we'll pass them out, and then if you guys just email us, we'll email you the handout so you can guys print it out at your convenience. Rick and I did meet on an airplane, and I was shocked why he was there. I thought he was trying to impress me, but it was true, so that was wild. But anyhow, I'm from Creative Computing Enterprises. I'm Angela, this is Mark. Our main focus of our business is data recovery and network management. How do we get our clients? We get our clients after they've crashed. We get our personal clients that way, we get our business clients that way. So we're going to tell you a little bit about what we do to help them after that crash, and then we're going to tell you how not to need us. That's good for business, isn't it? We're going to tell you about data preservation and what you guys can do. I heard a lot of people here talking about running their beta softwares on their main units. That's not a good idea. Not a good idea. You guys should have...
It's okay.
No. I'm a Microsoft girl, head to toe, but beta is beta. We have labs that we run beta softwares on. We have labs that we run softwares together on to make sure they're compatible before we put them into real world. And that's just as important at home with your QuickBooks that you're running your checking account on, your child's theses, all those things on your computer are just as important as Coca-Cola's databases to them. So, you know, be real careful with beta versions and downloading all these wild softwares. Maybe you guys could have 2 computers and download all the wild stuff on one and play there. So, all right, without further ado, welcome. How do you evaluate your recovery needs? Just like I was saying before, does that computer hold your bookkeeping on it? Does it hold your home business information on it? Or is it just your beta computer? Is it just your portal to the internet? Is it just your portal to email? So we have to evaluate what's on your machine. Is it worth the time and the money to do the recovery? That's our first step. If it is worth the time and the money, what do? We recover the data and we transfer it onto a safe and readable media platform. What are those? First, we determine, is it a hardware issue, a software issue, or a firmware issue? So we actually take the hard drive, we touch it. Is it running? Is it moving? We listen to it. Can we hear clicking and stepping? We take a visual on it. Is there damage to it? Did somebody pour a glass of milk into their computer? We actually do all these things before touching the hard drive to see what step we need to take next. Do we need to go to a frame-by-frame procedure reading for forensics, or does it need to go to a clean room? If it is a software issue, we have machines that will read sector by sector on the hard drive. The data will come off of there onto a readable media, sometimes scrambled, sometimes you have to look through it a little bit. But that's the first thing that we do. Is it a firmware board? You guys are pretty up on all your hardware. You understand the board, the controller board on the back of the hard drives? Not really? What you do is you take another controller board that is the same make and manufacturer of the one that's dead, if you can replace that and get it to run again. So that's another hardware thing you can look at. The readable data is moved then to a safe media, floppies, an external hard drive or another hard drive, DVD or CD-ROMs. Okay, now I'm going to tell you how not to use us. I'm going to tell you about the prevention. Okay, a lot of computer dangers out there. There's hackers and viruses and power failures and pop-ups and adwares. I hate those the worst. Documentation and some of the worst. You guessed it. Little goober children. They are horrible with computers.
2 years old is a terror.
Aren't they? You can't believe what we pulled out of computers. Okay, what do we do to fight against hackers, pop-up, and adware? We've already heard you guys talking about some of the adware that you guys use, to fight against adware, I should say. Here's a big thing. If you don't recognize it, don't click it. Things pop up and say, oh, you have this horrible virus, click here. You do that all the time? I know, a lot of people do. And there was a virus out there that was actually having you format your hard drive. You would follow the instructions on it, and you were actually formatting your hard drive. So if you don't recognize it, don't click it. With the internet securities, you have hardware and software for internet securities through firewalls, antiviruses, ad blockers. Oh, there's so many out there now. Virus protection. What kind of virus? How many in the room use virus protection on? Wow, good, good. That's a good showing. The virus protection that you guys use, does it automatically update its definitions? Do you guys have it to scan your hard drives automatically?
Yeah.
Dial them, so.
Oh, you have dial-up?
Yeah, so.
Still on.
I updated right.
But the scanning device on there, can you automate that? What software do you use?
It checks everything on it.
Oh, yeah.
But they do a full scan. Do they offer you to do a full system scan?
Yeah.
They do? You should look into your software just a little bit deeper and see where you can automate your scan for a full hard drive scan. So make sure your antivirus software is updated. It can update automatically. You can set the automatic updates. If you have like a dial-up, you can pull it down maybe overnight. Software updates are really important, virus definitions, and automatic system scans. These all need to be looked into. It's not enough to just put this antivirus on your PC and say, I have antivirus. That doesn't work. Yeah. I like that commercial where that guy runs like one lap around and he still wears the same wing. I love that.
Actually, I like the commercial where the girl punches the button and brings the whole office down, slinking down.
You want to get away for a while?
This is a huge thing that people do not think about. I don't know why. Keeping track of your software. People will bring in their PCs to us, whether it is a server that's running a whole business or somebody's laptop, and they'll say, save us, it died. okay, I have your data now. Now all you need to do is reinstall your operating system and your programs. Well, I don't know where they're at. Why not? Because, well, my so-and-so borrowed it and I don't know. So what we tell people all the time is burn a copy of your software, keep the original away. Don't touch it, don't loan it out. Write the key on the software, on the CD that you burn, so you never have to touch the original. Keep your original documentation that has your support numbers on it and websites for you to go to. Go ahead.
Do you recommend installing a program either by download or by disk while the software or the virus stuff is running in the background?
While it's running.
Automatically running in the background.
Oh, when you're installing a new
When you're
program?
installing it.
It's always best when you install a new program to not be on the internet
Right. But what
and
if you
to
download
have
it?
all the background things turned off. Antivirus, all the superfluous things in the background turned off. It's the safest way. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I would scan it first
First, yes.
and then shut the antivirus down.
Right.
Trying to scan on what you're gonna install, just in case.
That's a good idea.
So don't download and install either.
Right.
And download and then install later. So that's
Right,
what
you
mean.
always download first and then install later.
What if you're on a broadband cable? Why are you doing that? What you're saying?
Well, Mark, don't you feel that that's usually the best?
Well, generally, yes. You don't want, unknown software accessing your system while you're in the middle of, the system is in transition by the time anything's being installed. So definitely limit the exposure to the outside world while installations are taking place.
It's a vulnerable state for the computer.
Most of your broadband modems will have either cable definitely should have some kind of a disconnect button on it. The DSLs, you can either shut the DSL modem off or, just unplug it from your computer.
Yeah, just pull it.
But isn't that part of the installation of some of these programs? You have to have internet access for validation?
Validation takes place after the installation,
Right.
so.
So then you connect.
Right. So you run the program, in a safe state, and then when you introduce it to the internet, you can do the live updates or the registration or whatever they deem necessary at that time. Firewalls, these are really important. We get people in all the time that have their DSL brought into the house and they hook it right up to their PC that they ran their home business out of. They are doing accounting and they have all of their programs, all of their stuff on there, and absolutely nothing standing between them and the internet. It's unbelievable. What kind of firewalls do you guys run at home?
Mechanical and software.
Say again?
Mechanical and software.
What's your mechanical?
It's in the router, built into the router.
Is it Linksys or Cisco?
Linksys.
Linksys, we
Linksys.
love Linksys and Cisco. Very, very manageable for home SOs, home office.
Linksys doesn't like DSL and vice versa.
Why is that?
Doesn't like SBC DSL.
Why is that?
Because their modems do some of the router functions, and they actually set up a one address. They set up as a one address router, and they just won't talk to anything except the computer. Unless you do a lot
That's
of
interesting.
jumping through hoops and fixing this.
I got a Linksys.
We might be able to help you with that because that's what we utilize all the time. So I might be able to give you
I
some
had
clues
one.
on that.
I had
I found 5 solutions to the problem, and they were all totally different from each other.
Then you didn't find a solution.
So I didn't want to try and,
It's SBC.
Well, he's running a
Generally-
Linksys on
Generally
DSL.
DSL, generally
On
what
SBC,
happens.
DSL.
Right, generally what happens is SBC modems handle the PPOE authentication. And what you need to do with those situations is generally configure the modem to send modem/router. Configure that to flow through directly to your inside firewall. In other words, it's strictly a connection to the internet.
And if you don't do it right, nothing works.
Correct.
Do you have problems with D-Link?
D-Link?
Yeah.
No, we also use D-Link. Our main, what we advocate to our business clients is Cisco. To our home users, we advocate Linksys.
And D-Link?
How about Netgear?
Netgear, I haven't utilized, have you had any experience with that yet, Mike?
Netgear is satisfactory.
It works.
My brother was doing some testing with SoundWall too.
Through the years, I've had numerous problems with SMC and generally stay away from it.
Oh, often we utilize it, but not for routers, we use those with KVM switches.
Falcon's interface is actually their network. I would stay away from myself.
So it's very important to set up your firewalls to work properly. Power failures is a huge, huge thing. A good power surge outlet, or sometimes even some areas are so unstable with the electricity spikes, you actually need a UPS. Has anybody utilized a UPS
Oh, sure.
before? Do you
Cheap
guys
as it is.
utilize it to shut down and communicate with the PC?
Sure.
That's good, that's good.
Cheap as they are, everyone should have it.
Okay, and these little guys, how do you fight against them? Keep them a safe distance away.
Come on.
Put your PC, put your PC in a safe room, use a password on it, use multiple user accounts. We advocate for really small children just to have a PC for them that they can just wreck and you can just rebuild when needed. I know. But you know what? The bigger kids are even worse. We've had people bring in their PC because it's infested with viruses, and it really wasn't. It was infested with naughty downloads. But which I found out the hard way. Didn't want to see that.
No such thing.
And the number one rule, did I say that loud enough? The number one rule is backups. Did I say it? Did I say it again? Backup? Backup, backup? Backup, backup, backup. One more time. Back up. That's not enough. After you back up, you have to test your backup. We've had people that brought us 72 CDs, and they go, our information we backed up every day. Well, your CD-ROM wasn't writing. Have a nice day. So people will back up, I'm sorry.
For CDs,
Mhm.
do you need to buy software to write a CD?
Oh
Or
gosh, no,
Microsoft
do you have XP? Okay, what'd you have?
2000 Pro.
2000 Pro had backup in it, doesn't it?
Backup, it doesn't have CD.
What
it
backup
writes
is
CD.
usually located at the start button.
Does it know how to write to a CD?
No.
I think you have to back up to a file and then transfer that onto a CD, is that right?
Exactly.
Generally, if your CD software has drive letter capabilities.
What CD software? Do you have to buy CD software, or will Microsoft?
No,
just
you're,
know how to
when
do
you,
it?
well, when you get a drive, either alternate, add
It's an
in
OEM
installation
drive.
or.
Yeah,
Say again?
it's an OEM drive.
Does it have a drive letter, like a D or an E?
No. The packet writing software generally should be included with the system. Now that XP handles CD writing, some of them don't include it. But if you can format your CDs as drive letters, then you can back up to the drive letter. As far as backing up directly to a CDRW or a CDR, that's not necessarily the case.
So you have to have some kind of aftermarket
Create a
software to
backup-
write.
Well, or create a backup file on the drive and then then burn it to the CD.
Want to get XP?
XP has a backup program in it?
Yeah.
I have a backup, I see it listed there, but I've never used it.
Never used it? It's actually, you can actually automate it also.
I use it when I was
You have an experience with that? Acronis? In a land far, far away. So anyhow, the point is, you need to read your backups. When we go on site in businesses with their server backups and their rotations and do preventative maintenance, we actually take the physical entity that we backed up to and the rotation, and we haphazardly pick out one or two of them. We read up the file, and we back up to an alternate location, and we read that file again, just to make sure that we're functioning properly, so you don't end up with 42 blank tapes. Right. All right.